Welcome to this Ready to Craft. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this marvelous mini hat using Readi-Board. To begin, I've printed off my template. I already have a small piece of Readi-Board prepared. I will use rubber cement to attach my template to my foam board. I like to separate my shapes before cutting them out. Any rubber cement left behind on your foam board can be easily rubbed away. Before I cut this shape out, I'm first going to score the interior lines. What I'm doing is only cutting through the top layer of paper. Once the shape is cut out, remove all the template pieces. Now you're going to want to carefully apply pressure and begin rolling the piece of foam board. Make sure you put enough curve in so that the end pieces align with one another. This edge wasn't cut quite straight, so I'm going to trim a little bit off. I like to use a combination of masking tape and white glue to hold these pieces together. My top edge isn't perfectly flat, so I'll use a little bit of sandpaper to smooth it down. You may want to think about your fabric thickness when you're deciding how to cover your project. I prefer to use a slightly stretchy material. You could wrap the base around, and then separately wrap the top piece. I decided to cover the two pieces at once, so I need to attach the top part of my hat to my base. Using white glue for this allows me more time to adjust. Once I'm happy with the placement, I'll hold it together with some straight pins. I've allowed my glue to dry a little. I'll remove the pins and trim away any foam board that's hanging over the edge. I noticed I had a little bit of glue still wet, so I'm going to put some pins back in before I sand the edges. I'll let that dry for a little bit longer before moving on. I'll pull my pins out and set them aside. We'll be using them in a little bit. Determine how much fabric you're going to need and cut away the excess. Here, I'm using the pins to hold the top of the fabric in place. I'll add a little bit of hot glue here. Stretch the fabric and press down. I will also add a little glue to the inside to keep the fabric in place. Now I'm going to work on the exact opposite side of the project, doing the exact same thing. This makes sure that my fabric is stretched evenly. You can always use the pins to help keep the fabric in place while the glue is cooling down. Now that I've got 4 points already tacked down, I can begin deciding how I want my fabric to fold. I could pleat it out like this, or I can make them go directionally. Whatever way you decide, get your fabric to lay nicely before tacking it down with more hot glue. Now that the top portion of my hat is complete, I'm going to make the brim. When I find I have to draw circles, I try, whenever possible, to use something as a template. I'm tracing both the inside and the outside of this tape roll, just to give myself some options. Lucky for me, I preferred the larger size. Here, I'm determining how much fabric I'm going to need to cover the brim. I'll apply a thin layer of quite a bit of hot glue. Flip the project over and press the fabric into it. I'm also going to trim away the bulky excess fabric. This time I'm going to fold the fabric in and work in one direction, going all the way around the circle. I also use the straight pins here to help hold things in place. Now that the top and the bottom are done, we get to combine them. Use a generous amount of glue. And press the two pieces together firmly. I suggest holding them together while the glue sets. Once the glue has cooled down, we can begin the best part, decorating. I love glitter, so I'm going to use some of this sparkling ribbon and this glitter paper to decorate my hat. I'm going to use this glitter paper to make some faux feathers. All I'm doing is cutting out a few curved shapes, and then carefully cutting some lines into them. Flare them out, and there you have some fancy feathers. I'm going to attach my hat to a headband. You could attach it to a hair clip if you like. I have this scrap of fabric that I'm going to use to help attach the hat to the headband. I'm marking where I want the headband to sit against the hat. You can't really see it on the camera, but it is visible to me. Double check your position. And then begin gluing. I've got a few gaps here where the headband pulls away from the hat. I'm just going to fill those spots in with hot glue for extra security. Make sure all the glue is set before you try your hat on.
There you have it, a hat that would make a haberdasher proud. If you try this craft out, we'd love to see it.
Our social media links can be found in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's a foam board craft that you would like to see a ready to craft of, let us know in the comments.